First off, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to check out this video and like just invest a little bit of time, right? And that's what this is about. It's your time. You can sign up for any program, anything, but at the end of the day, guess what? If it doesn't work, it's your time. You know, you might lose a few grand here and there with some of these, or if you do it for a month or 2 months or whatever, sometimes you're out that money and that sucks as a business, right? But at the end of the day, that's your time. So whenever I'm looking at things, I'm like, okay, if I'm going to do this, I don't really care so much always about how much it is. I look more so how much time am I going to have to put into this, right? And if that time equals something back very valuable on the back end, that's well worth it, right? That's really good. But if it's you're putting in this time and you're calling leads and leads and leads and they just don't pick up the phone, or just ways where you're just not getting anything back for your time. Let's just put it that way. So that's one thing I really focus in on is how can we maximize your time put into this, right? So you're busy out on the field, you're doing things. How can I create ways where these people are just jumping into your ecosystem, right? Where they want to learn more. Hey, here's my number, give me a call, etc. Like what I try to really preach is conversations and being able to actually get a hold of people, right? So I've been in the lead game a long time myself, but I was in the moving industry for a long time. And one of the biggest issues I had when we bought leads from companies was it was just a game, man. You just had to call and call and call. I had to make over 100 calls a day, every single day, regardless. And, you might get a hold of some people. And yeah, you do make sales, et cetera, because you're just reaching out. But I wanted to streamline that. And how can I amplify it? And like, how can we make real conversations right away with real people who are interested? And we can like get rid of that whole lead thing. And I think that's a terrible focus. Just hear me out. Unless you want to keep your guys busy and you just want them busy work, or you can call them within 2 or 3 minutes, because at the end of the day, leads don't equal anything. It's just data at the end of the day. And it's what you do with that data that can make it successful or not successful. So for most of my clients, what I do is I run messenger ads, right? I do that because that creates a conversation. So when that conversation comes in, people are already ready to talk. They're having to type out their information. And that's a big key of it, is putting real information out there. So if you're getting that real information, it's a real person, they're interested, they need help, right? And now how do we amplify it? Then you take, okay, well, we're creating messages, right? That are creating phone numbers where people are coming in and asking about your service and want real help. And this isn't bot stuff. Don't ever set up a bot. I think that turns a lot of people off, to be honest. But let's just say this, right? They're looking for more appointments and stuff. So now how do we scale that and make that better? You come up with unique offers that make people jump out of their seats and be like, oh, I want that. How do I get that? Etc. Right? And that's how you beat your competition by 400, 500, 600%, right? So maybe they spend $230 to get on an appointment, or maybe 170, right? You get on that same appointment for $30 or $20. If you have crazy offers, if you let me help you, if you work with me one-on-one and just listen to what I say and let me run the show, I can get you this stuff, right? But if it's always, oh, well, we can't use this color here, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, well, you're always going to pay kind of what the industry standard is for it. And in certain areas, Denver, DFW, things like that, you're going to pay a lot to get on a roof or to meet with somebody. It's a lot, right? Because it's just so competitive, and you're offering nothing unique to the market if all you do is say, hey, want a free quote, want a free inspection, etc. So I help you craft all these unique offers together. We work one-on-one. How much is it? Just look up. It says it's $2,000 a month. That's what I charge. I just give me 45 days. That's all I ask. 45 days. And if I don't prove myself, I will give you that $2,000 back. You are out your ad spend. Okay. Now, ad spend, how much do you put in a day? You probably put in 50 to 100 bucks a day is kind of a good starting point to do this. And then my goal for you is to create some real revenue, like 100K a month, 200K a month, 300K a month. But we have to find a process that works first for you and for you specifically in your company, right? And what do I mean by a process? I mean a way where they see the ad, they click on it, they fill out their information in a messenger, right? So they're like, hey, I have a problem with XYZ, and then they give their number. And you call them, you set an appointment, and you start getting sales. That is a process. I do not call a process a lead. Like somebody's like, oh, we got 40 leads this month. Okay, well, again, you didn't make any money, right? So my biggest thing is making sure you have a real process. And then what we do is I help you work one-on-one and I scale that process, right? And what does that mean? That means you crank up your ad spend. That's as simple as that. So once you find that kind of working formula for you and you specifically, then we go ahead and scale it upward. I know for a fact, even in that quick 45-day time frame, I know I can turn your dollars that you're putting in into actual, real, tangible appointments and sales, right? That I'm all you have to do is look below all the clients that I have, all the testimonials. It's written, right on there. So at the end of the day, if you are looking for somebody to work with you one-on-one, you're tired of these kind of cookie cutter lead companies and things like that, or these kids or just people who don't take a lot of time and energy and invest their whole life into learning what works and doesn't work, then you go with somebody cheap, or you go with somebody who just promises you the world around. I'm not promising you the world. What I'm promising is you're working with somebody who gives a shit and is here to help you get the results that you're finally looking for. And stop wasting your time on those things that don't work. Remember this, if whether you book an appointment, don't book an appointment, work with me, don't work with me, remember one thing: stop focusing on how many leads you get. Focus on one important thing. How many opportunities did you get to meet with someone in person? And how much money did you make from whatever you did? Again, if you make 100 leads and you get 4 appointments and you get a sale, and let's just say you only put in $1,000, okay, well, as a roofing company, when you look at your total ROI, you are positive, but that's a lot of wasted time. So instead, what I would focus in on is how to make sure I'm getting decent appointments that I can actually do something with, and I can meet people with my local marketplace, and I can create a relationship. And then whether I use that information today to create a sale or I use it later, you still have that and you never have to pay for it again. And you have it at a much lower cost than most other people do in your market. So anyways, I go on and on here on the video. If you are interested in working with me one-on-one, everything's laid out for you. Just look above, look below. You see all the testimonials. If you want to hop on with any of my clients or anything like that, I'm happy to do that for you. I'd love to speak with you soon. Book a call and we'll go from there. Again, my name's Conrad. This is my whole business. You just scroll down, you can read all about me. So hope you have a great day and I look forward to working with you. Take care.